Welcome back to English Sprout TV. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today, we're going to talk about something that confuses a lot of English learners, even people who have been studying for years. We're talking about could have and could have been.
Oh yes, I hear this mistake all the time. Someone wants to say, I had the chance to go to the party, but I didn't go. And they say, I could go to the party, but that's wrong. The party is already finished. It's in the past. So you need to say, I could have gone to the party.
Exactly. And then there's could have been, which is even more confusing. Like when you say, that could have been me, or he could have been a doctor. What does that really mean?
Don't worry. By the end of this episode, you will understand both phrases perfectly. You will know when to use them, how to use them, and most importantly, you will feel confident using them in real conversations.
Before we start, let me tell you what you will learn today. First, we will explain could have and when we use it to talk about past possibilities. Second, we will explain could have been and how it is different. Third, we will look at the negative forms couldn't have and couldn't have been. And finally, we will give you a chance to practice with us. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started. Okay, Emma, let's start with the basics. What does could have actually mean?
Good question. Could have is what we call a modal perfect. That sounds scary, but it's not. It just means we are using could, which talks about possibility or ability, together with have plus a past participle. And we use it to talk about something that was possible in the past, but it did not happen.
Let me repeat that because it's very important. Could have talks about a past possibility that did not happen. It's like looking back in time and saying, that was possible, but I didn't do it.
Right. Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine yesterday was very sunny. I stayed at home and watched TV, but going to the beach was possible. So today I can say, I could have gone to the beach yesterday, but I stayed at home.
Beautiful example. The beach trip was possible. I had free time, the weather was good, but I didn't go. So I say I could have gone.
Another example. Imagine you're at a restaurant. The menu has pizza, pasta, and salad. You choose pizza. Later, your friend says, you could have tried the pasta. It was delicious. This means the pasta was an option. It was possible for you to eat it, but you chose pizza instead.
So could have always has this feeling of missed opportunity or alternate past?
Exactly. It's the past that did not happen. It's an alternative reality. We use it to imagine a different past.
Let me give another example from my real life. Last week, I bought a new phone. I paid $600, but 2 days later, the same phone went on sale for $400. So now I say I could have saved $200 if I waited 2 more days.
Ooh, that hurts. But it's a perfect example. Saving money was possible. Waiting was possible, but you didn't wait. So you use could have saved.
Now let's look at the structure. How do we build a sentence with could have?
It's very regular. The structure is subject plus could plus have plus past participle. For example, I could have gone. She could have called. They could have won. We could have missed the train.
And remember, could have is often contracted in spoken English. Native speakers say could have. It sounds like could of. So I could have gone becomes I could have gone. This is very common in fast, natural speech.
Yes, and this is why listening is sometimes difficult. You hear could have and you think, what is that word? But now you know. It's just could have in fast speech.
Let's practice with some more examples. I'll say the situation and Emma will say the sentence with could have. Ready?
Ready.
Situation 1. Maria studied very hard for her exam. She got 100%, but she was worried she might fail.
Maria could have failed her exam, but she studied hard and passed.
Great. Situation 2. The meeting was at 3 o'clock. I arrived at 3:30. Everyone was already there.
I could have been late for the meeting, but I arrived just in time. Wait, actually, in your situation, you were late. So we should say, I could have missed the meeting if I arrived 10 minutes later, or simply, I could have been on time if I left my house earlier.
Ah, good correction. This shows that could have often appears in conditional sentences, sentences with if. I could have been on time if I left earlier. The condition is in the past, the result is also in the past.
Very important point. Let's do one more. Situation 3. We had tickets for the concert, but we decided not to go because we were tired.
We could have gone to the concert, but we were too tired.
Perfect. Okay, now we move to the trickier part. Could have been. This one confuses people because it looks so similar to could have, but the meaning is different.
Yes, let's break it down. Could have been uses the verb to be in the past participle form been. So we are not talking about an action like gone, eaten, or bought. We're talking about a state, an identity, or a situation.
When we say could have been, we are talking about a possibility in the past, about what someone or something was, or what a situation was like.
Let me give the classic example. Imagine a famous actor. Before he was famous, he wanted to be a doctor, but he chose acting instead. We say he could have been a doctor. This means becoming a doctor was possible in the past. His identity as a doctor was possible, but he became an actor instead. Another example. You see a dark shape in the forest at night. You're scared. You think it is a bear, but the next morning you see it was just a big rock. So you say it could have been a bear, but it was just a rock.
Great example. Here, could have been talks about what something was, its identity. Was it a bear? No, but it was possible.
Or imagine you were waiting for a phone call. The phone rings, you think it is your boss, but it is your mother. You say it could have been my boss, but it was my mother.
So the structure is subject plus could plus have plus been plus noun, adjective, or prepositional phrase. For example, she could have been a doctor. That's a noun, an identity. The weather could have been better. That's an adjective, a state. They could have been at the party. That's a prepositional phrase, a location.
Let's look at the adjective examples more carefully because this is very common. Imagine you go to a restaurant. The food is okay, but not amazing. You say, the food could have been better. This means the quality of the food was not great. A better quality was possible, but it did not happen.
Or imagine your vacation. It rained every day. You say, the vacation could have been more fun. More fun was possible, but the rain made it less fun.
So here is the key difference in one sentence. Could have plus past participle equals a past action that did not happen. Could have been plus noun or adjective equals a past state or identity that was not true.
Yes, let's compare them side by side.
Action. I could have bought a car. Buying was possible, but I didn't buy. State. It could have been a better car. A better quality was possible, but it wasn't better.
Action. She could have called me. Calling was possible, but she didn't call. State. It could have been her on the phone. Her identity was possible, but it was someone else.
Action. We could have won the game. Winning was possible, but we lost. State. The game could have been more exciting. More excitement was possible, but it was boring.
Do you see the pattern? Could have talks about doing something. Could have been talks about being something.
Now, let's talk about the negative forms. This is where many learners make mistakes. What is the negative of could have?
The negative is couldn't have or could not have. And here's the interesting part. The meaning changes completely. Could have means something was possible but didn't happen. Couldn't have means something was impossible in the past.
Let me explain with an example. Imagine your friend tells you, I saw a flying elephant yesterday. You know this is impossible. You say that couldn't have been true. Elephants can't fly. So couldn't have been means you are sure something was not true.
Another example. Your classmate says, I finished the exam in 5 minutes, but the exam was 10 pages long. You say, you couldn't have finished it in 5 minutes. It's impossible. You're expressing strong disbelief.
So couldn't have is used when we are almost certain that something did not happen. We are making a logical conclusion about the past.
And couldn't have been works the same way, but for states and identities. Imagine you see a tall man in a photo. Your friend says, is that your brother? But your brother is very short. You say, that couldn't have been my brother. My brother is much shorter.
Or imagine the weather last summer. Someone says last August was very cold, but you remember it was extremely hot. You say it couldn't have been cold. I remember it was 40 degrees every day.
So here's a quick summary of the negative. Couldn't have plus past participle means I'm sure this action did not happen. Couldn't have been plus noun or adjective means I'm sure this state or identity was not true.
And in fast speech, couldn't have becomes couldn't have, couldn't have. Native speakers drop sounds all the time, so listen carefully for that.
Now, let's talk about the mistakes we hear again and again. If you fix these, your English will sound much more natural.
Mistake number 1, using could have for the present or future. Remember, could have is only for the past. If you want to talk about a present possibility, you just say could. For example, I could go to the store now, not I could have go to the store now. That is wrong.
Mistake number 2, forgetting the past participle. Some learners say, I could have go instead of I could have gone, or I could have eat instead of I could have eaten. Always use the past participle form after have.
Mistake number 3, confusing could have with had. They are not the same. I could have had a car means it was possible to get a car, but I didn't. I had a car means I actually owned a car in the past. These are very different meanings.
Mistake number 4, using could have been when you mean should have been. Could have been means possibility. Should have been means expectation or obligation. For example, the meeting could have been at 9 means 9 was possible. The meeting should have been at 9 means 9 was the correct time, but it was different. Be careful with this difference.
Mistake number 5, pronunciation. Some learners say could have instead of could have. This is because they hear could have and think the word is of, but it is never of. It is always have. Write it correctly even if it sounds like of in fast speech.
Great advice. Let's do a quick pronunciation practice right now. Repeat after me.
Could have, could have gone, could have gone.
Could have been better, could have been better.
Couldn't have, could enough, couldn't have known, couldn't have known.
Couldn't have been, couldn't have been. Couldn't have been him, couldn't have been him.
Excellent. Practice these at home. Record yourself. Listen back. Your pronunciation will improve very quickly.
Now it's your turn to practice. We will give you some situations. Pause the video and make a sentence with could have or could have been. Then we will give you the answer. Are you ready?
Situation number 1. You missed the bus this morning. The next bus was in 1 hour. You were late for work. What do you say?
You could say, I could have caught the bus if I woke up 10 minutes earlier, or simply, I could have been on time for work.
Situation number 2. Your friend is wearing a beautiful dress. She tells you she made it herself. You were surprised because she is not a professional designer. What do you say?
You could say, wow, that dress is amazing. It could have been made by a famous designer, or you could have been a fashion designer.
Situation number 3. You hear a noise outside your door at midnight. You think it is a thief, but it is just your cat. What do you say the next morning?
You could say, it could have been a thief, but it was just my cat. Or, I could have called the police, but I checked first and saw the cat.
Situation number 4. Your team lost the football match 2-1. Your team missed an easy goal in the last minute. What do you say?
You could say, we could have won the match if we scored that last goal, or the match could have been a draw.
Situation number 5. Someone tells you they saw a UFO last night. You do not believe them. What do you say?
You could say, that couldn't have been a UFO. There must be another explanation. Or, you couldn't have seen a UFO. They don't exist.
How did you do? If you got 3 or more correct, congratulations. You are using these phrases very well. If you got less than 3, don't worry. Watch this episode again. Practice makes perfect.
Now, let's put everything together in a natural conversation. Listen to Alex and I talk. Notice how we use could have and could have been in real speech.
Hey Emma, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was okay, but it could have been better.
Why? What happened?
Well, I wanted to go hiking on Saturday, but it started raining in the morning, so I stayed at home.
Oh no, I could have told you. I checked the weather app on Friday. It said rain all weekend.
Really? You could have sent me a message.
I know, I'm sorry. I was busy with work. But actually, Sunday was beautiful. You could have gone hiking on Sunday instead.
That's true, but by Sunday I was feeling lazy. I just watched movies all day.
Well, at least you relaxed. What movies did you watch?
I watched that new mystery film, the one about the detective in London.
Oh, I heard about that. Was it good?
It was fine. The story could have been more interesting. The ending was too predictable.
I see. I wanted to watch it too, but I couldn't find it on any streaming service.
Really? That's strange. It couldn't have been removed. It just came out last month.
Maybe I searched for the wrong title. I'll try again tonight.
You should. And hey, next time the weather's bad, call me. We could have watched it together.
Definitely. Next weekend, let's plan something fun. No more missed opportunities.
Agreed.
Did you catch all the phrases? Let's count them. Could have been better, state. Could have told you, action. Could have sent me a message, action. Could have gone hiking, action. Could have been more interesting, state. Couldn't have been removed, negative state. Could have watched it together, action. 7 examples in one short conversation.
And this is exactly how native speakers talk. We use these phrases all the time without thinking. Now you can too.
Let's do a quick recap before we finish. Here are the 5 most important things to remember.
Number 1, could have plus past participle talks about a past action that was possible but did not happen. Example, I could have studied harder.
Number 2, could have been plus noun or adjective talks about a past state or identity that was possible but was not true. Example, she could have been a teacher, or the weather could have been nicer.
Number 3, couldn't have means something was impossible in the past. We use it when we are sure something did not happen. Example, he couldn't have stolen the money. He was at work all day.
Number 4, couldn't have been means we are sure a past state or identity was not true. Example, it couldn't have been him. He was in another city.
And number 5, in spoken English, could have sounds like could have, and couldn't have sounds like couldn't have. Don't write could have, always write could have.
If you remember these 5 points, you will use these phrases correctly 99% of the time.
Now it's time for your homework. We want you to practice. Write 1 sentence with could have and 1 sentence with could have been in the comments below. We will read them and give you feedback.
For example, you could write, I could have learned Spanish when I was in school, but I chose French instead. Or, the test could have been easier, but the last question was very difficult.
And if you want more practice, visit our website at EnglishSproutTV.com. We have free worksheets, transcripts for every episode, and a vocabulary list for this lesson.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to English Sprout TV and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. We publish new episodes every single day.
Also, check out the shorts we made from this episode. They are perfect for quick review when you're on the bus or waiting in line.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Every small step counts. You are doing great.
Yes, be kind to yourself, celebrate your progress, and keep practicing every day. We believe in you.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma.
This is English Sprout TV. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.